What's up, guys, and welcome back to another action video. Today we are hopping into the second episode of the 4th season of Smallville Gone. Last time we got introduced to Lois freaking Lane. I am so excited. I loved her so much. She's got the sass, the personality, and she's hilarious. Like, I absolutely loved her so much already, and I'm so excited to see her going forward. It's gonna be fun. Of course, Clark got back from inside the wall, and he had amnesia, like not really knowing who he was at all because he was Kal-El, and he freaking flew. But of course, when Martha used the black kryptonite to bring him back, he's like, Kal-El can fly, but Clark can't. Oh, man. But you knew that, you know, I know that he doesn't fly during the show. So I'm like, you have 6 more seasons. You have 7 seasons, like, to go. Like, all right, you knew that he wasn't gonna, like, it wasn't gonna be a permanent thing, but still it was really cool to see him fly. But the main thing that happened in this was that the main setup for, I think, what the overarching storyline for this season is going to be getting these 3 like stones of knowledge, and if you put them together, then they say that, like, you can have more, like, the knowledge of the universe or something like that. So I'm guessing that Lex is going to be after these 3. And so I'm guessing it's going to be find the stone. But yeah, so I am so excited for this. Of course, at the very end of this episode, we find out that Chloe is still alive, but she was in the opening credits. So was it really a mystery that she was still alive? Like, let me know in the comments, like, between season 3 and 4, like, I don't know if I would have assumed she's dead or not, but she was in the opening credits, so you're like, well, she can't be dead. So I never really bought that she was dead. That I don't know how they're going to bring her back, but because that house blew up immediately the second she stepped inside. So we'll see what the writers do, but I am really excited to get into this. So without further ado, we are hopping into the second episode of the 4th season of Smallville Gone. Let's go.
I know you find it hard to believe, but trust me, Chloe's not buried in that grave.
How do you know that?
I love how she's like questioning him and I'm just like falling like in love with him like everybody else. She's actually like, wait, how do you know this? Yo, that house is gone.
I don't know how anyone could survive this.
Yeah. There he goes. Oh. Damn, she's kicking that guy's ass. I know she can fight too. Like, damn, girl.
That's like a little north by northwest action.
We usually take turns in the bathroom.
Oh, don't start with me, Smallville. My delicate feminine sensibilities weren't offended the first time I got a glimpse of her. Clark,
Yeah, she saw everything.
Stop face.
Oh no! Oh. Hi, Martha.
I don't understand what the big deal is here. We just took a shower.
Showers, we took showers.
Clarification.
We went to Chloe's safe house. These guys showed up and chased us. Into a field, there was all this dirt. Clark, that is a federal crime scene.
Whoever it was, we don't need to worry because their chopper is face first in the middle of the field.
Clark's face.
You nonverbals are killing me.
Right, it's like you can't cross this line with her, like, right there.
I'm just gonna get out of the way.
Oh my god, I freaking love that there's, like, animosity here. Like, it's so great.
Please tell me that you did not crash that helicopter.
Kinda did.
You can see the threat's bad. I'm not as easy a target as you seem to think.
You'll never know when it will happen, but it will happen.
His just calmness
Another moment's peace.
is so intimidating and so threatening. So good.
I came by because I saw the talent was boarded up. Thought you would have sold it by now.
Why, you in the market for a apartment?
No, I want to rent the apartment.
Oh, okay, cool.
I hope the Clark is right, otherwise this is going to be really ugly, Chloe.
Yep, he was right.
Where's Chloe Sullivan?
What? It's like T2 up in here. What the hell? Is it Terminator? I don't know. Terminator. Oh! Oh, way to go, Lana. Nice.
You evil psychopath. Guess you'd have to be in order to dig up a grave in the middle of the day.
Actually.
That was me. Lois Lane, Lana Lang.
All right. Well, I guess you guys are meeting finally.
Lana, you're you're back.
Hi. Hi, Clark.
Yeah, she didn't seem too excited to see you, though.
Look, Clark, if you really think that Chloe's alive, I want to help find her.
I don't want to get your hopes up, but we don't know anything for sure.
Okay?
Awkward.
You're back from Paris, you must have found what you were looking for.
I'll say. Who wouldn't want a hot summer fling in the...
Oh no, Lois.
Really? You too.
We never...
Not really.
What?
It's complicated.
What? You never had. You guys were on and off for 3 years. Liars.
Really crashed and burned on that one.
Must be a daily ritual for you.
Only when I'm barreling into a train wreck.
Yeah.
Wow, she didn't take any prisoners, did she?
Damn.
You're really not the person I want to talk to.
Yeah. Not the right time.
Just understand how you can feel like you know someone so completely, like you know everything about them, and then just all of a sudden...
You don't even know what continent they're on.
Do you always have to finish people's thoughts?
Well, am I right?
God, I just love their banter. They're so good already. What? Is Chopper guy back again? He's relentless.
Hi, Daddy.
What, Daddy? Well, that explains why she kicks so much ass.
I'm gonna have to take a rain check on your hospitality, Mrs. Kent. Let's double time it, though.
This is about Chloe. Clark, find the connection to Luther Quick.
Well, this is not going to be awkward, considering the last thing he said was the friendship is over.
Lex, Chloe's not in her grave.
The fact is that explosion took out an entire acre, and the reason Chloe's casket is empty is because there wasn't anything left.
I mean, that makes sense. Oh my God. He's got straight up shanked. Hey, Clark.
Your father has a yard full of tanks out there. I don't think you should be in his office rifling through his files.
What are you doing here then?
To slow you down, Ernie.
Right?
What are you doing here?
I think your father's working with Lex Luthor, trying to cover up something to do with Chloe. And if he finds...
I can handle him, Clark. You should have seen the escort I had for prom.
Oh, I thought my father was overprotective. Nellie Bly?
It says here that she is at 2348 Walnut Street.
Oh yeah, she's not used to this yet. She's new to all of this, that's for sure. Oh, damn. Lex.
You looked me straight in the eye and told me she was dead.
Yep.
Clark, if it wasn't for me, Chloe would have died in that explosion.
Yeah, okay. What
I felt
happened?
responsible for Chloe.
Okay, now we're getting some explanation. Okay.
Seconds after Chloe and her dad entered, we rushed them underneath the house.
What? No. There was
Found it.
no
And Sam Lane.
way. They immediately blew
I
up.
needed someone who could engineer the rescue. She's at the old foundry.
Hey, Chloe! Glad you're not dead. Oh! Ouch! Oh, shit! This is totally Terminator. My goodness. They just saw that movie and said, make this episode. Nice.
Someone always told me this town was weird.
Understatement.
I don't know how you ever survived without me. Lois, what are you doing here? What? Putting the worst too much.
Reunited and it feels so good.
I'm so glad I found it.
Hi. The legend of the cave wall says I'm destined to have an end. All this time I've been worried about Lionel, but I'm beginning to think that the real threat was right in front of me. I think it's Lex.
Catching on, Clark.
It's funny, isn't it? After everything we've been through, I thought it would take us longer to get over it.
What?
Us?
Yeah, you and Lois.
Lois? She's bossy. She's stuck up, she's rude. I can't stand her.
Sure, Clark. Lana even sees
Always
it.
start that way.
No, yo. Lana even sees it. Hey, Dean.
What are you doing here?
Lana, I didn't come here to get you. I came here to be with you.
Damn, girl. He in love with you. All right, well, that was gone. Let's go ahead and we'll talk about it. Well, that was the second episode of the 4th season of Smallville gone. So basically this was the second half of the premiere, basically. I thought it was another solid episode. I think the first episode was just a little bit better, but this was still really good. The whole thing was figuring out what happened with Chloe. And is Chloe alive? Is she not? At first, we have Clark and Lois doing some investigating, which was really cool to see just because, that's what they do in the future. And, they were investigating the explosion site. Then they went to her dad's office and was investigating there. That was just really cool to just see them team up and getting somewhere, getting to the same location but through different means. I don't know, it's just really cool to see just because that is their dynamic in the future, so they're already establishing that. dynamic between them. And I just think, I don't know, I thought that was really, really cool. I love the banter and like the animosity between Clark and Lois already. Like, they just have this, like, they're just so irritated with each other and they're just fighting constantly. And it's so fun to just see, because every girl seems to like fawn over Clark, and let's face it, look at the man, he is gorgeous. But like Lois, like, just, she doesn't do that, and she questions him and she challenges him, and just immediately, and I love that. I love their dynamic already. And I love, I love it. I love the fact that they're just constantly annoyed with each other. It's great. And, you know, this does explain a lot about Lois in terms of her dad being the general. So that, you know, it tells a lot about her personality and why she can kick so much ass and things like that. And of course, he came in and was helping Lex hide Chloe. So this whole thing of them trying to track where Chloe is, and realizing that, you know, between digging up the grave and everything else, they discover that Chloe is alive, find her in the foundry, and are able to save her and keep her alive. And so because of that, she is able to go, like, it was cool that she wasn't killed at all. That I really don't believe that there was enough time between the moment that the door closed to when the explosion happened, because that happened instantaneously at the end of the season last year. So at the end of last season. So I'm like, I don't buy it, but they're kind of rewriting it a little bit, that Lex and the general teamed up to hide Chloe and her dad until the trial, keep her alive so that Chloe could testify. And so Chloe is alive, yay! And because of the way she testified, Lionel is now in jail. Now, I still don't think he's gonna stay in jail, but we shall see how long he does stay in jail for. So I just love, like, at the end, they're called back to the last episode. It's like, don't wound what you can't kill. And I'm like, oh, like, Lionel's going to get his revenge on his son now. It's going to be, oh, God, I love the Luthers. So that was cool. And then, so the other part was that Lana came back because she got this, like, tattoo on her back that was the same symbol as in the case. So she came back to investigate, like, where did this come from? What happened to me? I lost an entire day, you know, and all of a sudden I have, you know, this symbol on me, and like all these things. So of course she didn't come back for Clark, but, you know, you gotta have your awkward tension, you know, Clana moment, right? But I like the fact that Jason came back. And, I mean, that's dedication, to move halfway across the world to be with somebody. Like, whew, he is in love with her. But they are cute. I love their dynamic. He's just so much more, like, Jensen is just so much more, like, charismatic and has, you know, just funnier and just lighter than, like, Dean is. So it's fun to see him like this. I guess this is fighting all of the demons and ghosts and supernatural beings that he's going to be fighting. Yeah, so I think that was about it. Oh yeah, and I thought it was a cool moment where you got to see Lana and Lois actually meet each other, and Lana saved Lois. Like, that was pretty awesome. That was pretty badass. I loved it, and I love their meeting, and I love their, like, you know, I'm Lois Lane, I'm Lana Lang. Like, I don't know, that whole meeting, I loved it. It was so cool. Yeah, so that was the episode. I really liked it. I'm glad Chloe is still alive, and we shall see what is going to happen moving forward. So, like I said, I think the last episode was a little bit better, but this one is still really solid. So I'm going to go with an 8.5 out of 10. In terms of the tally board, we don't have nearly as many as we did last time. This time we only have one for hospital visits, so now we're at 48. And the only other one was reverse Sudo Suit with the red shirt and blue jacket, so now we are at 16 for that one. So if you want to see my full reaction to this episode or any of the past episodes, go ahead and go to my Patreon page. The link is in the description. If you want to hang out right here on YouTube, that is perfectly fine. Just be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you for the next episode.